Oh, hello there. Fourth wall break in a YouTube video. We haven't seen that today. Howdy folks, my name is Scott. This is Adrenaline Fueled Firearms. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different from the general subjects that I cover in a majority of my videos. There will still be the sarcasm that most people may or may not be accustomed to, as well as I'm sure at some point I'll probably try to sell myself online to make money. That didn't come out right. Anyway, what we're going to discuss today is why and how I am back to making YouTube videos, and now at the beginning of 2024. So, I moved out to Montana. Some people will tell you this is because I can't get along with other human beings and I'm antisocial and generally rude and hard to get along with. Those people might be correct, but that wasn't the main reason. Reasons aside, effects. Where I am currently in this giant metal horse trailer that I'm currently inhabiting. Don't worry, there's a living quarters. I don't actually sleep in the mangers or anything like that. Why would you care? You probably don't. Anyway, internet, not such a glorious infrastructure supported facet of living in Montana. Low population density, not a lot of fiber, not a lot of wireless, not a lot of whatever where I am. Plus, as with the theme of the channel, a lot of firearms ranges and activities that you might engage in as a part of the shooting lifestyle might not generally tend to focus too heavily on the availability of internet. I know, crazy, even in today's world. Who knew? I mean, what are you going to do if you got your, I don't know, 8.6 blackout Wildcat cartridge and you can't remember what the load specs are and it doesn't appear in any of the books, and you're out there, yeah, I took one of my feed bins in the back of a horse trailer and set myself up a reloading bench. You're jealous. You don't have the load specs that all your stuff for your 8.6 blackout. You need to punch some cartridges because you're out there doing something, and Merry Christmas, you might need some internet. The internet that was available at the facility that I'm currently camped out at until such a time as permanent residency becomes financially feasible and available and doesn't suck. There is a wireless service here that is theoretically, according to the provider, which is not the park itself, it's a subcontractor. I know, imagine that these days, somebody subcontracts stuff to other people. Theoretically, every individual in the park should be able to stream videos. I do not debate that fact. However, if I connected to the Wi-Fi on my phone and tried to go on the Facebook's MySpaces thing, social media, good effing luck. Not so much. There are certain services, certain apps, and certain websites or games or activities, whatever you want to call them, that require more up and down bandwidth than what you're going to get out of a wireless system, which you may find in somewhere, for instance, like Montana. So, the fam and I, mostly the fam, because some other member of the family who will remain unnamed makes way more money than I do, went ahead and forked out for Starlink Roam plan so that we don't kill each other, because sitting around staring at each other all the time is going to get old after a while. And it's been a few months. We talked to some other folks who had Starlink and looked at stuff, and the new Gen 3 hardware has just come out. As of the time I am recording this, I received the Starlink Gen 3 hardware in my Roam kit box. On their website, when you go to the Roam plan, you can downgrade to the Gen 2, or you can pick the Gen 3. Previously, parts of it were available by invitation only from Starlink, but now if you choose the Roam, it is an option. You get the Gen 3 dish, which has a kickstand instead of having a motorized stand, so you have to orient it as part of the setup. You get the new Gen3 router, which is all kinds of fancy computer language, better than the Gen2 router. It goes up to Wi-Fi 6, but doesn't have the latest, greatest, I believe it's called AX. I'm going to get in here for a site that I went to on YouTube. I'm going to link the guy's video in my description because the guy literally says, hey, link this everywhere. This is a good thing, you know, to give you some basis and talk about different stuff on how it goes. And as a matter of fact, his entire channel, he discusses a lot of other stuff on there. And I got to apologize because guys in my subscription lists, I look through all this stuff and then I didn't study before the video to get his name right. So I'll link it in, or I'll put a little dupe at the end of my video that I'll splice on with my limited software knowledge. So we'll move through to my experience, because I want that to be my main focus here. What can you expect once you go online? Fork out your $600 roughly for the pack, which is this. This unit is roughly the size of the antenna with the kickstand that you're going to have to put up somewhere with a clear line of sight to the sky. That kit's 600 bucks. You pay your 600 bucks, set up your subscription, set up your account, do everything. They will ship it to you. Now, Starlink is out of California. I noticed my unit came from Texas. Not to say that that makes it better. The fact that it comes from Texas makes it better in my opinion because it's Texas. And all you folks from Texas, I'm sure, will absolutely agree. If you're from Texas and you liked that comment, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification button. And feel free to leave a comment down there about how I pimped Texas, because it was one of the two places I was looking to potentially move if I was going to leave Missouri. However, you cats believe in heat down there, and I've had heat stroke more times than I've had frostbite. So I went with Montana. My Starlink shipped. It got here. There were some delays because, go figure, my timing is complete garbage. It got shipped in the middle of a big snowstorm with record low temperatures, so it took an extra couple days to get here. They claimed it would arrive the 9th, January the 9th, the week of, basically. Anytime in the week of January the 9th was their original perspective, blah, blah, blah. I ordered it the prior week. They weren't going to come back to work until the 9th, blah, blah, blah. I get it. My unit actually went in its package the morning of the 9th, very early. Shipped very early. I was very happy with that. So it's nice when you see that big wide 1 week window and it doesn't that shows that in my opinion, that shows that the company is taking into account that, you know, hey, what are you planning? How are you planning? Where are you planning? Are you not really great with this stuff and not confident to punch a hole through your wall? So maybe do you need to set up a friend who will punch a hole through your wall and get everything set up? That works. What I like is the ability to look at something and plan. That's the key for me. Don't give me an unrealistic estimate that we're going to put it in the mail here and it will be there, blah. And then like a week later, like, oh yeah, we got hammered and there are a lot of orders and we couldn't get it out. We'll try really hard next time. Went in the mail, quickly, shipped, got jammed up, got to me. I did not get the unit out immediately. It's snow, cold. Literally hit like -44 out here during the time that I had my unit inside and was doing some of the work inside to try and get set up and ready for it. So yeah, bloody freaking cold. And I'm going to have to climb a ladder, and it's a metal ladder, and hands, and frostbite. There's a reason I've had heat stroke more than frostbite. I did not do videos, setup, unboxing, all that happiness. I literally am not a huge computer guy. I am not a huge tech guy. I have toys and I play with the toys and I post videos of the toys. In my opinion, as an inexperienced person, the Starlink was really easy to set up. I downloaded the app. Oh look, when it comes in you can get your phone and scan your little... It's not a barcode. I'm not a computer guy. That thing. Scan your little snap code or whatever they call it. Download your little app. Follow your picture instructions. It may generally reduce the opinion that your friends may have of you to actually pay attention to instructions. Don't tell them you followed the instructions. Do it privately and follow the instructions to aid you in your testosterone poisoned cloud of instructions bad. Do it myself. There are no words here. This is all diagrams and pictures and stuff that will kind of walk you through how, where, and what you plug in. And then there's the app. When you get everything drilled, punched, screwed together, wired together, up and installed, your app will tell you, orient your dish to the north. Okay. You don't need another app. It has a little compass on the bottom of it. What? North? This is my level of brilliance. I literally took my phone and set it flat against the antenna, so I got generally north. Hey, click next. Boop, boop. Plug in this, plug in that, wait a little while, go back up on the roof. I was like 17 degrees off. When it tells you to calibrate where your antenna is, it pulls up a picture that's a pair of boxes. It's a little like parking your car if you're competent. Don't be crossing over the lines. Just get it inside the lines and you win. Like kindergarten, colored inside the lines and you're gonna be okay. If you're not inside the lines, you're gonna have a bad time, okay? Then it does a setup. It'll restart. I think it restarted my router like once. And then I went in and reset the factory. Everybody can see it and access it because there's no password, which makes it easier to set up. And yeah, went through the instructions, did the setup, ran a few speed tests. Yeah, it was faster than the wireless I had in Missouri. In the initial 12 hours, which it gives you a disclaimer of speeds may not be as good during the initial 12 hours, and I'm paraphrasing this, due to antenna warm-up in extreme temperature and acquisition of most efficient satellites to communicate with. So it even tells you your stuff may not be as fast during the initial 12 hours. Plus, the unit in its little booklet that I absolutely didn't read, I threw it away. The unit's only supposed to be able to operate down to -22. I was above -22 if you don't count wind chill factor. Anyway, I was pulling down 155 megabytes per second down and 13 up on the advanced read in the app itself, and then I went with an Ookla speed test and came up with very similar numbers at that time, like I say, immediately. Entire setup outside. So my crazy obsessive compulsive self went through and added a little shelf and routed wiring through cabinets and screwed it in and glued it and put up grommets and all kinds of stuff, and I literally spent like 2 days fiddling around unpacking cabinets and repacking cabinets. From I'm gonna punch a hole through the wall of my living space to, oh sweet, 155 gigabytes per second. Megabytes per second, excuse me, and megabytes per second. Not a computer guy, don't light me up in the bottom. Be nice. 30 minutes. No poop, no crap. There where I was, 30 freaking minutes. That's on my timer, including having to go up and down 2 or 3 times. Once to set up, let's call it 2 times. Up and down a ladder in the snow, 2 times, adjustment, boom, bam, 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 woof. Woohoo, up, down. 155 megabytes per second. 30 minutes. I actually rounded up to get to 30 minutes because it took less than that. So there are some nightmare videos out there on what happened with my Starlink. Oh my gosh, this was terrible. Oh, my speeds. All right. I'm not going to talk about speeds compared to other stuff. My pet peeve with YouTube videos is when people compare apples to oranges. They're like, oh my god, no, I've got fiber and this is not as good and blah, 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 blah. Look, kids. This is a hammer. I can take this hammer and take a screw and drive it into 2 pieces of this wood and it will sort of do what a nail does. That doesn't mean it's the right way to do it. If you have something better available, i.e. the right tool for the job, get the right tool for the job, do the right thing, use the right tool for the job, and don't jump on YouTube and tell everyone how terrible it is that it was so hard to drive a screw through 2 pieces of wood and get them to hold together with a hammer. So my experience as an inexperienced, knuckle-dragging, testosterone-poisoned, adrenaline-fueled whack job is that in my case, with the new Gen 3 Starlink hardware, I had a very smooth experience. I've got, right now, up and down speeds better than what I had back in Missouri, where I only had access to wireless because I lived out in the boondocks and I like to shoot. My recommendation would be for everyone to research all their alternatives, all their options, what they have available, and what they plan to do with it. And if you are going to be traveling a lot, if you are going to be roaming, if you are going to be out with the fam, need to amuse people, need to get good bandwidth, good access, and you do have the kind of money that this monstrosity costs, which as of the time I created this video was $599.99 for the kit, $150 a month for the roam plan, and 30 minutes of my precious time, and that works for you, I say pull the trigger on it, give it a try, see what you think of it, and I personally hope that it will work out for you, because it, so far, as of 24 hours of ownership, is working out for me pretty darn good. It has enabled me to get back to making content for my YouTube channel so I can return to giving my opinion to the 248 subscribers who actually care what my opinion is, and hopefully a few other folks. Just real quick, nobody pays me for my opinions. My opinions as of this time are free. That being said, hey Starlink, hey, this was a nice video. Did you like it? Send me free stuff. I can be bought. So, folks, as always, if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, do all the YouTube stuff. Feel free to share this. I will get the link to the gentleman's video. I'm going to put a quick blurb at the back with his channel name. Throw it over in the thing. Enable people who might be interested in this to go see his video. Take a look at his video. He speaks tech speak. I only speak sarcasm in English. So on the tech speak side, I have no doubt I screwed up all kinds of stuff. There is no need to tell me down here in the comments. Trust me, I understand exactly how computer ignorant I am. I've been concussed a bunch of times, and my brain doesn't process anything as good as it used to when I was 18 years old and knew everything. However, if you do have some helpful tips, owner of the channel that I put down over there, if you object to a gun tuber having your stuff on there, feel free to contact me. I will pull your stuff off. But the key is, I want everyone to look at all their resources and look at everything. Every person is unique. Every person's situation is unique and evolving. Giant metal suppository I'm living in. Don't go to a single channel, look at a single person's opinions, and go with it. Research everything you have the availability to research. Look at everything. Take other people's opinions into account, and then determine for yourself what you think will be best for your individual situation based on people's opinions who actually speak English and don't get tongue-tied in their videos. Enjoy yourselves on the internet. Be polite to each other. Don't flame people just to flame people. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves. Like and subscribe here. Like and subscribe everywhere else. If someone gives you a positive experience online, give them positive feedback. Don't be an internet Karen or a keyboard warrior. That's all I have to say to you folks today. I hope everybody enjoys it. I hope you liked the video. I hope you got something from the video. I hope you have the opportunity to pass on some genuine knowledge to other people. And if you have your other experiences, different experiences, or something else happened, feel free to put it down in the comments, not just for my own edification, but for anyone who may see this video who will read through the comments and see if you had a problem with something and you solved it, and maybe that will help them. Take care, folks. This is Scott, Adrenaline Fueled Firearms. Y'all have a great day. Stay warm out there. Hi folks, my quick blurb I promised I'd throw up at the end of this. So online, there's a channel at @jchristina. I'm going to link it and the specific video on the Starlink troubleshooting speed help, the one that he specifically said, share this video with other people. I found it very helpful. I shared it with my neighbor, who was the person I talked to before I got my Starlink. Very helpful. He has a big playlist, and again, he speaks tech way better than I speak English. So go to @jchristina on YouTube, like and subscribe to his channel, click your notifications, get on board with his stuff. I don't know whether he's going to help you a lot if you speak tech, but an individual I shared the video with, who will remain unnamed and undescribed, works in the IT field and was like, oh, I didn't know that was there. I've had my Starlink for a while, and that Starlink.sx thing is, oh, well, I'll have to go on and check that out. I've been having latency issues. So I firmly believe that whether you're a knuckle-dragging, non-tech geek individual like myself, who's testosterone poisoned and adrenaline fueled and just slightly brain damaged, it helped me. Hopefully it'll help you, whoever you are, whatever you're doing. And as I always say in all my videos, and I literally just got done saying because I am going to attach this to the end of another video, always look at all your options. Don't run other people's stuff down just because you don't necessarily agree with something, especially when they're discussing their experience. Like I said, I always make the hammer the screw into the wood analogy. That's me running people down who are comparing apples to oranges instead of like to like. I'm an a-hole. Don't be an a-hole. Be a better human being than me. It probably isn't really hard. Take care of yourselves. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I hope everyone gets a lot of good information out of this video and other videos. And if I get my pin number right, I will shut this down, attach it to the end of my video. I will put a link over to @jchristina at YouTube over in my links, and a link to the specific video over in my description, so that hopefully it'll give everyone as much good information as possible. I'm sorry this was a very long video. If you're unfamiliar with me and my channel, I am long-winded and sarcastic. Thank you all. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of it. Get out. Have some fun. Enjoy what life has to give you, and embrace the positive. Take care.